Hello, students.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you? First of all, is my screen visible to you and I'm audible to you also? Please confirm it. So, hello, student. My name is Arun Sharma and I am your physics coach. So, today we are going to discuss 2D motion question discussion, obviously. I am in the replacement of Akshmala madam. Okay. उनको कुछ काम आ गया था तो उनके जगह पे मैं आया हूँ and we are going to discuss some questions on 2D motion. Okay. So if I am audible and the screen is visible to you and am I also visible to you, then please write it in the chat box. Okay. Or you can unmute yourself. So please. Hello. Is anyone there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So screen and all visible to you. What is your
Yes,
name?
sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
What is your name, bacha?
Mihir Patel.
Okay, Dilip Patel, please tell कि screen visible है कि नहीं? Screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on the behalf of Dilip, I will consider कि सबको screen visible होगा and me also visible to all and audible भी सबको होगा. Okay. So just start with the topic. Okay then. So today we are going to discuss some question on 2D motion. Okay. The question will be up to NEET level and JEE Mains level. Easy one. और थोड़ा crispy भी होगा. We will discuss it one by one. Okay. Firstly, I will give you some time to solve it. If you are able to solve it, then it is good for you. Otherwise, we both, I and you, will solve the question and get the answer. Okay. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So okay, the first question is on your screen. So I will read this question for you firstly. The x and y coordinate of the particle at any time are x is equals to 5t minus 2t square and y is equals to 10t respectively, where x and y are in meters and t in seconds. So the acceleration of the particle at t is equals to 2 seconds. So you have to find out the acceleration of the particle firstly. So I will give you 1 minute for this question. Just try to solve this question. It's the easy one. Okay. And if you get the answer, write it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself after you getting the answer. Okay. So I'm waiting for 1 minute. Then I'll start solving this question. Got it? Yeah, Dilip, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Just try to solve this question. Okay. So Dilip, are you able to get the answer or not? It's totally fine if you are not able to find the question, find the answer of this question.
Sir, I think B is the right answer.
B. Okay, let's see. Okay. So firstly, what we are given with, I just change the color of the ink. Yeah. So firstly, we'll try to write what is given to us. Okay. So we have provided with x is equals to 5t minus 2t square and y is equals to 10t. Okay. So firstly, to calculate the acceleration of the particle, we would know कि velocity क्या है. What is the velocity? And for that, position coordinates are given to us. Position is given to us in terms of function of time. X is equals to 5t minus 2t square. This is the x component of the position. And y is equals to 10t. This is the y component of the position. Okay. So firstly, what we are going to do, we just differentiate this x with respect to time, dx by dt, so that dx by dt क्या है? Dx by dt is the velocity in x direction. Okay, velocity in x direction. So this could be 5. T को differentiate करेंगे with respect to t, we'll get 1 minus 2. What is the differentiation of 2? T square? It is 2t. Okay, so the basic formula is that differentiation of x raised to the power n with respect to x is nx raised to the power n minus 1. So according to that, if I put t raised to the power 2, so here the value of n is 2. So here we get with 2, yeah, 2 and t 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is obviously 1. So that is why I have written it as 2t. Got it? So finally, 5 minus 40, we have, this is the component of velocity in x direction. Now, for y, we have to differentiate it with respect to t. So dy by dt would become 10 because the differentiation of t is 1. So from here, you can observe some very interesting thing, that the component of velocity in y direction means vy is equals to 10, which is a constant. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? What does it mean? कि y direction में there is no acceleration. The only acceleration is present in the x direction. Okay. So now, अब question easy हो गया हमारे लिए. यहाँ से हम क्या करेंगे? We will again differentiate this vx with respect to time, and we will get 5 minus 4. What is the 5 minus 4 नहीं? Because ये क्यों नहीं होना? 5 को अगर आप differentiate करोगे with respect to time, so 5 is a constant. The differentiation of any constant would become would become 0. Okay. Minus 4 times, what is the differentiation of time with respect to t? Is 1. So 4 cross 1. Okay. So this is our final expression for the acceleration in x direction, which is minus 4 meter per second square. Okay. This is also our net acceleration because there is no acceleration in y direction. So correct option is minus 4 meter per second square. And yeah, obviously you are correct with this option. Okay. So B option is correct. Got it? कोई doubt? किसी भी तरह का कोई doubt हो? You can ask me now if you have any. Or otherwise we will move on. Okay. So if you have any doubt, please ask, please unmute yourself. Or if you do not have, please just write in the chat box ND, means no doubt. Okay. Dilip, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So you do not have any doubt in this question?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Now the second question is this. Here, before starting the question, I would like to say to you कि इसका जो option A है, इसमें pi नहीं होगी. There is no pi in this. It is 8 meter per second. This is the typing error. I'm sorry for that. So just read this question and try to solve it. I will read it for you. The position vector of a particle r as a function of time is given by r vector is equals to 4 sine 2 pi t I cap plus 4 cos 2 pi t j cap, where r is in meters and t is obviously in second, and I cap and j cap denote the unit vectors in x direction and y direction respectively. Which one of the following statement is wrong for the motion of particle? So you have 4 options, go through them and just tell me the right option. Tell me your answer. We will discuss it is right or not. Okay. So I will give you 40 seconds for this. So just try to solve it. And if you would consider कि ये question तो देख के लग रहा है कि नहीं होना, then you can unmute yourself immediately after I finish reading the question and say me कि आप try to solve it. Okay. Okay, Dilip, are you doing this? Hello, Dilip, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, try to solve this question, bacha. Okay. So we will discuss it. You have doubt on this question, na? So we will start discussing this question. Okay. So firstly, what we are given with, सबसे पहले क्या करना, अपने हमको लिखना है कि what is given to us. So what is given here? Here the only thing that we are provided with r vector, which is the position vector. Okay. Which is equals to 4 sine 2 pi t I cap plus 4 cos 2 pi t j cap. Okay. These types of questions में हमें अकॉर्डिंग टू दी ऑप्शंस चलना है, ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मल्टीपल ऑप्शन गिवन है, तो वी वुड हैव टू मूव ऑन अकॉर्डिंग टू दी क्वेश्चन. ओके. सो फर्स्ट में क्या रिटर्न है, विच इज रिटर्न एज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द वेलोसिटी ऑफ अ पार्टिकल इज 8 मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो वी जस्ट हैव टू वेरीफाई इट इज करेक्ट और नॉट. So we are provided with the position vector. Okay, what we are going to do, we will directly differentiate this position vector so that हमें अलग अलग component of velocity निकालने की आवश्यकता नहीं होगी. We don't need to separately calculate the velocity vectors in x direction and in y direction. We will directly differentiate this position vector and then get the answer. Okay, so we know here the velocity vector would be the dr vector differentiate by time, dr by dt. So dr by dt is now 4. What is the differentiation of sine? Sin x, it is cos x. Okay, I think you have covered differentiation, so you are not having any problem with this. Dilip, are you clear with this differentiation term that I'm saying to you? You can unmute yourself. Dilip, are you there? Hello, Dilip, are you there? Am I audible to you? Okay, okay. So differentiation में there is no doubt for you. Okay, I am considering it now. You have clear with this differentiation. Okay, just write it yes in the chat box right now. Yeah. So we are going to differentiate this sign. So what is the differentiation of sign? It is cos. So cos 2 pi t. Here the function is not only cos x या cos t, that is cos, and within itself there is a function 2 pi t. So we would have to use the chain differentiation. So firstly we have differentiate sign, which is cos 2 pi t, then we have to differentiate 2 pi t. So 2 pi t हमें क्या देगा differentiate करके? It is only gives us 2 pi. Okay, so 2 pi plus again we have 4 cos 2 pi t. Okay, so 4 cos का differentiation क्या होना? What is the differentiation of cos? It is minus sign. So minus sine 2 pi t into 2 pi. Again, the differentiation of 2 pi t is 2 pi. So what it is given to us? It is 8 pi cos 2 pi t I cap. I have missed I cap and j cap. Okay, I cap and j cap minus 8 pi sine 2 pi t j cap. So this is our velocity vector. Okay, now in first option the magnitude of velocity of a particle is 8 meter per second. ठीक है, single correct option है. So we have to find out the magnitude. So what is the magnitude of this velocity vector? It is square root of vx square plus vy square. Vx is the x component of the velocity, which is 8 pi cos 2 pi t, and vy is the y component of velocity, which is minus 8 sine 2 pi t. So we would just give the values to it. Okay, so vx का square means 8 pi cos 2 pi t का whole square. Uh, 8 pi cos 2 pi t whole square plus what is the value of vy? It is minus 8 sine 2 pi t, but we are getting square of it, so this minus would not make any difference. Okay, So we directly write it as 8 pi sine 2 pi t ka whole square. Okay. Now 8 pi whole square is common in both terms. So we can directly make it out of the square root. So it will become 8 pi. And now we have left with cos square 2 pi t plus sine square 2 pi t. Okay. You know that this is the very famous identity cos square theta plus sine square theta is equals to 1. Got it? So the value of this term, which is in the square root, will become 1. And what is the value of square root of 1? It is 1. So here the velocity will become 8 pi meter per second. Now look at the question. Okay. Question is saying is, which one of the following statement is wrong, not right? Okay. So you have to focus on the question. In the statement question, just read the question after every solution you have get. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या होगा कि अगर आपका 8 आ जाता आंसर, ओके, तो यहाँ पे पहला ऑप्शन आपको मिल रहा था, तो क्या होता कि आप सोचते कि करेक्ट ऑप्शन ही पूछता है, यू कैन टिक इट, एंड आपका पूरा का पूरा आंसर क्या हो जाता है, गलत होता है. So that is why in that types of question you just have to read the question when you got the solution. Okay. So here the question will ask ki, which of the following statement is not correct. So we have get the velocity as 8 pi meter per second, but what the option A says, that the velocity is 8 meter per second. So this option is wrong. So we are lucky by chance कि firstly ही हमें मिल गया. So this is the correct option. Okay. Got it? If you have any doubt in this question, you can ask me now, right now. Dilip, are you there? Just tell me this question, having any doubt for you or not? Is this question clear to you? Okay, got it. You have no doubt. Means अच्छा स्टूडेंट है, समझ रहा है सवाल. ओके. एक ऑप्शन और हो सकता है कि वी वुड कंसीडर द फर्दर ऑप्शंस कि path of the particle is a circle of radius 4 meter. We can discuss it. Acceleration vector is along minus r vector. Magnitude of the acceleration vector is v square by r. Okay. So few of the term we can discuss here, like in terms of acceleration and all, but you do not have to solve this option in your examination, because you got the answer, just take it and move on to the next question. Okay. But for your understanding, I have to solve this question for you for the further options. Okay. Yeah. So what is the equation of circle? It is x square plus y square is equals to a square. This is the most standard equation of the circle. So we have, yeah, firstly we will discuss the acceleration vector is along minus r vector. So we are provided with r vector, which is 4 sine 2 pi t plus 4 cos 2 pi t. This is I cap and this is j cap. Okay. We will differentiate this vector 2 times so that we would get the acceleration. If you differentiate the position vector once, you will get the velocity. And if you differentiate the position vector twice, then you will get the acceleration. Okay. So dr by dt gives us We have already discussed it, that 8 pi cos 2 pi t I cap minus 8 pi sine 2 pi t j cap. Okay. Again, if we are going to differentiate it, now this term dr by dt is what it is. It is the velocity vector. So we are going to differentiate it again. So we are going to differentiate it again. d2r by dt square is equals to, again, this cos, differentiation of cos will give you minus sign. Okay. So it is 8 pi sine minus sign. Okay. Minus sign 2 pi t, again 2 pi I cap minus 8 pi साइन का डिफरेंशिएशन क्या है, साइन का डिफरेंशिएशन इज cos 2 pi t into 2 pi j cap. Okay, so what we have here is 16, 8 pi and 2 pi. Okay, will become 16 pi square minus 16 pi square sine 2 pi t I cap minus 16 pi square cos 2 pi t j cap, pi square here, pi square. So we can see here that minus 16 pi square is common in both of the term. Then this will become sine 2 pi t plus cos 2 pi t. Although we would not miss the I cap and j cap. Yeah. Okay. If I send 4 inside the term, this will become 4 pi square. It will become minus 4 pi square. Okay. And this term will become 4 sine 2 pi t I cap plus 4 cos 2 pi t j cap. Okay, you will see that this equation is similar to the position vector. Okay, so we would write here the acceleration vector is minus 4 pi square r vector. 4 pi square is a constant term. So you can see here this acceleration vector is negative of r vector. So the option C is correct here. Acceleration vector is along minus r vector. Further, you can check all the options, but we will have get the answer. So we would move on to the next question. You have doubt in this discussion, you can ask me. Now, if you do not have, just write in the chat box. Is anyone there in the class? Yeah. So we are here with this question. You can write it. The speed of a swimmer in still water is 20 meter per second, and the speed of the river water is 10 meter per second, and is flowing due east. If he is standing on the south bank and wishes to cross the river along the shortest path, the angle at which he should make his strokes with respect to north is given by. Okay. Just give me 30 seconds. Okay. So here we have this question. The speed of the swimmer in still water is 20 meter per second. The speed of the river water is 10 meter per second and is flowing due east. Okay, if he is standing on the south bank and wishes to cross the river along the shortest path, the angle at which he should make it stop with respect to north is given by. So firstly, we will write this question, the given terms. Okay, so what we are given with is this, the speed of the swimmer in still water. Okay, so we have speed of the swimmer with still water, yeah, VSW. Okay, what it is the value of this? The value of this is 20 meter per second. Okay, speed of the river water. This river water is measured in terms of with respect to ground. So it is VRG. We can write it as VRG, velocity of river with respect to ground, or we can simply write it as VR. So what is the value of this? It is 10 meter per second. Okay, and it is flowing due east in the direction is also mentioned. So yeah, this is east, this is west, this is north, and obviously this is south. Okay, so what is the direction? Direction is asked in this question. Na? What is the direction in which the swimmer should move to cross the river on the shortest path? You would also know that if there is a river, if this is the river flowing in this direction, the shortest path is this only, perpendicular to the width or the width of the river. This is the shortest path of the river, crossing the river. Okay, this is the shortest path. And to cover this shortest path, we have to move on in this direction, in the shortest path direction. Okay, means perpendicular to the river flow. Okay, river is flowing in this direction. We have to move the perpendicular to the river. Okay, so here we are provided with, I'm just roughing it. So what is given to us? Sorry. Yeah. This is east direction, this is west direction, and this is north direction. Dilip, are you there? Hello, I am audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try to read this question. I am going to solve this, okay, directly. Okay. Yeah. So we are. I'm going to solve this question. I have read it. So we are provided here. The given terms is VSW. What is the meaning of VSW? It is the velocity of swimmer with respect to still water or with respect to water. So what is given to us? The speed of the swimmer in still water is 20 meter per second, and the velocity of river in each direction is 10 meter per second. So velocity of R is also I have mentioned, and velocity of swimmer with respect to still water I have also mentioned. So okay. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the angle from the north direction so that the swimmer have cross the river in shortest path. Okay. So what should be the solution for this? Yeah. So we have three component of velocity over here. Firstly, we would like to move on in the perpendicular direction to the river flow. Okay, so this is the velocity of swimmer with respect to ground. Ground से observe करने पे swimmer को ऐसे स्ट्रेट चलते हुए दिखना चाहिए ना, so that he could cross the river in the shortest path. Okay, if this is the river flowing, this is the river flowing, what is the shortest path? Shortest path is this, the width of the river. Okay, so what should be the velocity? So velocity of the swimmer is in this direction. This is the velocity of swimmer with respect to water. Okay, with respect to water at an angle theta. थीटा पे क्यों लिया? क्योंकि ये वाला कंपोनेंट है एंड रिवर इस तरफ से फ्लो कर रही है. सो रिवर का जो वेक्टर है, रिवर वेक्टर एंड द वेक्टर ऑफ दिस would make a resultant of velocity in this direction, in perpendicular direction. Okay, so this is the river velocity of river. Okay, now what is this angle? So this angle can be calculated as sine theta. Sine theta is equals to what is the value of sine theta in right angle triangle? Sine theta is equals to perpendicular over hypotenuse. So what is the perpendicular in this triangle? In this triangle, what is the perpendicular? Perpendicular is this, mean magnitude of VR divided by what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is this magnitude of VSW. VSW, velocity of swimmer with respect to still water. Okay, so this VR is 10 given to us and this VSW is 20. So here we would get 1 by 2. Sine theta is equals to 1 by 2. What is the value of sine theta 1 by 2? Sine theta 1 by 2 ki value is sine theta is equals to sine 30. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. So from here, we would get theta as 30 degree. Okay, this direction, the final resultant direction is in west direction. So we would get option B as a correct option, that 30 degree in west direction. Okay, if you have any doubt in this question, you can ask me right now. Or you can write in the chat box that you have no doubt, or ND you can type. Or if you have any doubt, you can just unmute yourself. Dilip, are you having any doubt? But you can also unmute yourself. Okay. So I'm considering this is clear to you. Now move on to the next question. Yeah, this is a simple one. Okay. Just try to read this question and solve this. I will give you a 40 second or 1 minute you can take. Just try to solve this question. Okay. Just try to solve this. Till then, I'll read this for you. A car starts from the rest and accelerate at 5 meter per second square. At t is equals to 4 seconds, a ball is dropped out of a window by person sitting in the car. So what is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at t is equals to 6 seconds? Take g is equals to 10 meter per second square. Okay, this is a simple question, not too heavy question to solve. Okay, till then you are solving. I am just writing the given terms over here. Okay. So Dilip, are you able to find the solution of this question? If you are able to solve this, or not able to solve this, just unmute yourself and then I'll start solving this for you. Dilip, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So you are able to solve this? Are you solving this question?
No, sir.
Okay, then I'll start solving it for you. Okay. Okay, no problem. So firstly, what we have given, a car start from rest. So we have to very careful of the term. Okay. Rest से start कर रही. Okay. Means the initial velocity I'm denoting it with u is 0 for the car. Okay. And accelerate at 5 meter per second square. Acceleration is given as 5 meter per second square. अब ये जो कार है, this car is given to us. Okay. This car is moving in this direction. So ये जो कार है, it is accelerating in 5 meter per second square. Okay. अब ऐसा तो नहीं है कि कार उड़ रही होगी, उड़ तो नहीं रही होगी, चल तो रोड पे रही होगी. So it is moving on a straight road. So the acceleration of the car is also in the horizontal direction. Means this is the acceleration in x direction. If I consider this as the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So this car is moving in along the x direction. So ax is given as to 5 meter per second square. This is the horizontal direction acceleration. Okay. At t is equals to 4 seconds, what just happened? We have a ball and we just dropped it out of the window. हमने शीशा डाउन किया, हाथ बाहर निकाला and just drop that. Okay. Like if I'm dropping this pen like this. Okay. You just drop that. Now what happens? जब आप विंडो से इसे डाउन करोगे, I am denoting it only the window down, you will understand. ठीक है. ये ओल्ड फैशन थोड़ा कार है, लेटेस्ट नहीं है. यहाँ पे this is our ball. Okay. And this ball is just drop. Just drop करते वक्त क्या होगा? What just happened? कि जब आप ड्रॉप करते हैं किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट को, then the initial velocity of that object is considered as 0. Means this ball has initial velocity 0. It is for the dropping case. But what is the change in this? Change is that this car is also moving. So the ball is in the car. Okay. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि जो भी बॉल ड्रॉप कर रहा है वो पहले कार से बाहर कूदा देन उसने बॉल को ड्रॉप किया, ऐसा तो नहीं. दिस इज नॉट लाइक दिस. ओके. सो ऐसे बाहर हाथ किया एंड दिस ड्रॉप. सो एट द टाइम ऑफ ड्रॉपिंग, जस्ट ड्रॉप के केस में, एट द टाइम ऑफ ड्रॉपिंग ball is within the car. Okay. So here the system is car and ball itself. So what is the velocity of car would directly transfer to the ball, and car is moving in the x direction. So ball will also have certain velocity in x direction, but it is not having the acceleration in that direction. This value of 5 meter per second will not act on the ball because it has now leave the system. There is no external forces to influence that ball. Okay. You have any doubt till then? Till now you are having any doubt, Dilip?
No, sir.
Okay. So what is the velocity of car at 4 seconds? That direct velocity is transferred to the ball. So we have to calculate the velocity at t is equals to 4 seconds. So we would, because this acceleration is constant, so we can apply the equation of motion. So what is the velocity? What is the equation? V is equals to u plus at. Okay. What is the velocity at 4 seconds? V is equals to u. Here the car is accelerating from rest, so u is 0. You can consider u as 0. So 0 plus, what is the acceleration value? It is 5. And what is the time given to us? It is 4. So it is 20 meter per second. this is the velocity of car as well as the ball itself. ठीक है, बॉल को आपने ड्रॉप कर दिया, then this ball is also have a velocity in this direction which is 20 meter per second. Okay, now what just happened, there is an acceleration in y direction. Gravity को मत भूलो, there is always gravity is acting in this ball, so gravity will pull this ball in this way. Okay, so this ball will cover a path like this. Okay, always the gravity is acting. Got it? So what is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at t is equals to 6 seconds? ठीक है, t is equals to 4 तक कार मूव ऑन किया, उसके बाद हमने बॉल ड्रॉप किया एंड इट इज आस्किंग फॉर at t is equals to 6 seconds, means 4 to 6 2 second में क्या हुआ. Okay, now again this is happening for the car. Now we are dealing with the ball. So this ball is having velocity in x direction as 20 meter per second. What is the velocity of y direction? It is 0. There is no velocity because this ball is dropped, so the vertical velocity is 0 initial. Okay, I am considering it as u, and also this is ux. So uy of the ball is 0 meter per second. ठीक है, now there is only acceleration in negative x direction, negative y direction, which is g. Okay, now velocity of x in ux plus ax into t. Why we are applying this equation? Because we have to calculate the velocity of the car, of the ball at t is equals to 6 seconds. Okay, got it? But here the acceleration in x direction is not there. I have said to you, acceleration in x direction for the ball is 0, so this term will be 0. So vx is equals to ux, means 20 meter per second. So the velocity in x direction for the ball is not going to change. So which velocity is going to change? Obviously there is the acceleration is negative y direction, so the velocity of y direction is going to change. So we are going to calculate it here. Vy is equals to uy minus और प्लस ये अभी डिसाइड करेंगे, अभी के लिए प्लस ay इंटू टी. ओके, हमने वेलोसिटी को भी नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में, इसी डायरेक्शन में ले लिया, इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन, एंड एक्सेलरेशन इज आल्सो डाउनवर्ड. सो दीज बोथ द क्वांटिटीज इन सेम डायरेक्शन, सो वी हैव कंसीडर प्लस साइन. If these velocity and gravity is opposite to each other, then we will consider minus. Okay, अगर मैं किसी बॉल को ऊपर थ्रो करूं with certain velocity, then we would consider gravity as a minus factor. And if the ball is just dropped or just push in the direction of gravity, then this ball having a positive acceleration. So here the plus should come. So here also uy is 0 because it is a just drop case. So vy here is ay into t. What is the ay? Ay is 10. And what is time? That is important. What will student do? They will put t is equals to 6 seconds directly over here. But this is not the case. This 6 second, what is this 6 second? This 6 second is 4 seconds in the car and 2 seconds after the car, after the drop. So we have to consider the only 2 seconds, the difference जब से कार से गिराया गया है 4 सेकंड से और 6 सेकंड, तो there are only 2 seconds which is spent by the ball. So here we have to calculate the velocity at t is equals to 2 seconds for 2 seconds. Okay, so here the time will be 2 seconds. 2 ही सेकंड के लिए तो वर्टिकल वेलोसिटी गेन की है, 4 सेकंड पे ड्रॉप हुआ, वेलोसिटी इज 0 देयर. 6 सेकंड पे कितना टाइम स्पेंड कर दिया? 2 सेकंड ओनली. सो इन चीजों का ध्यान रखना है, ठीक है? ओके, सो इट इज 20 मीटर पर सेकंड. सो vy is also 20 meter per second. So what is the net resultant velocity? V net is equals to square root of vx square plus vy square. So both the component is same, 20 square plus 20 square. So it will gives us 20 root 2 meter per second. And what is the acceleration? Acceleration is only in the negative y direction, which is 10 meter per second square. So option A is correct option. 20 meter per second is the velocity, 10 meter per second square is the acceleration. You can also, most of the student can tick the 0 because this ball is not having the acceleration of the car. So they would, but the gravity is present. So the 10 meter per second. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Is this question clear to you? Just say yes, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is clear to you. I'm not forcing you to say yes. If you have any doubt, you can ask. If you have any doubt in this question.
No, sir.
Okay. Now move on to the next question. Yeah. A particle moving in a circle of radius r with a uniform speed taken a time t to complete one revolution. If this particle were projected with the same speed at an angle theta to the horizontal, the maximum height attained by it equal 4r. The angle of projection theta is then given by. Now try to solve it. Or if you are just looking at the question, ये idea हो जाता है कि we are able to solve this or not. By just looking at the question, are you getting something in it? Are you able to solve this? Just tell me, Dilip. Are you able to solve this question? Although you are able to solve this question, but I'm just asking, like we have a time.
We are trying.
Okay, okay. Just try. Give me 10 seconds. So Dilip, are you able to solve this? कुछ idea लगा?
No, sir.
Okay, then we will solve it. Okay, do not worry about it. And this could be the last question I'm solving. So firstly, what we are given it, the given term, given what we are given with. So there is a circle of radius r, okay, and a particle is moving in this circle with a uniform speed and take time t to complete one revolution. Okay, so one revolution में कितना distance cover करेगा? 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r, which is the circumference of the circle. So what is the velocity then? Velocity is d by t. Okay, distance traveled divided by time taken. So what is the distance traveled? It is 2 pi r, and what is the time taken is given as capital T. So this could be our equation number 1. Okay, this will going to help us in the further process. If this particle were projected, now this particle, this is the y direction and this is the x direction. This particle is projected from here with a velocity with the same speed, which is v, at an angle theta. Okay, to the horizontal, and the maximum height attained by it equals to 4r. So the path will be parabola. This maximum height attained by this particle is कितना 4r. Okay. Now we have to calculate the angle of projection. Okay. Now, firstly, I have to write what is the formula for maximum height. Maximum height is given by u square sine square theta divided by 2g. What is u over here? U is the velocity of projection. Here we are given with v. So we would replace u by v. So it is v square sine square theta by 2g. Okay. This is the maximum height. And what does provided us? This maximum height attained by the particle is equals to 4r. So we would write it as 4r. Okay. Now we would like to put the value of v over here from the equation number 1. So put the value. What we are getting with? It is 2 pi r whole square sine square theta by t square 2g equals to 4r. Okay. Now 4r is equals to 4 pi square r square sine square theta divided by t square 2g. जो कैंसिल हो सकता है उसे कैंसिल करेंगे. Okay. This 4r cut by this 4. R is also cancelled by this 1 power of r. Now, अब कुछ नहीं कटेगा. Then we have to calculate the value of theta. So we would sin theta को इधर रखना, बाकी सब चीजें दूसरी तरफ. So this t square into 2g equals to pi square r sine square theta. Okay. So from here we can say that sine square theta equals to t square into 2g divided by pi square r. So we would write it as sine theta is equals to 2g t square by pi square r. Okay. Now for the final answer, what is the value of theta? Theta here is sine inverse. Sine को इधर लेंगे. Sine inverse 2g t square by pi square r. Okay. So this is the final answer. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Or so option A is correct in this question. Okay. Because this sine square theta na. Okay, one mistake that I have made over here. It is sine square theta we are provided. Okay. So this sine theta is the square root of. This angle would be the square root. Okay. So for option A is correct in this question. Option A is the correct option. So if you have any doubt in this question till now, then you can ask. Dilip, are you there?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. So I think that class timing has been over now. Okay. This class will length only 5 to 6 p.m. na? Dilip, are you there?
Yes, sir.
The timing of this class is only 5 to 6 p.m. na?
5 to 5:55 p.m.
Okay, okay. Then till now you have any doubt? No doubt you have na? If you
No,
have,
sir.
you can ask.
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. Then just I'm stop sharing this session, and it's a wonderful session with you. Dilip, and all the students that are present. Okay. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for coming in the class.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much. Take care. Bye bye.